Aloha all, and welcome to my next Let's Play, the Let's Play that's going to replace Sly 2, Let's Play Diddy Kong Racing, made by Rare in 1997, as obviously displayed by this wonderful Rare symbol that's spinning round and round. I am Paper Mario Guy, and this is episode 1, and this, more than anything else, is a fantastic racing game created for the N64. So here we have Timber the Tiger, probably the son of Tony the Tiger, who's awesome himself, so Timber has to be awesome, of course he is. Now here we have Bumper the Panda, one of the lesser known characters. Conker, everybody knows Conker, or they soon will. You'll be seeing a lot of him in the recent months. Tip Top the Turtle, you may know him from a section in Banjo Tooie. Drumstick, or the Cock as I would like to refer to him as, driving his little plane. Then we have Pipsy and her hovercraft, how advanced for a mouse. And then of course Banjo, as I alluded to before. Banjo's in this game, of course, driving an airplane as well. And running over Crunch the Kremling in his awesome purple coat. And who's this big fella? He's way bigger than everybody else. Oh, Whizpig, of course. And who is this? Oh, he just got knocked the fuck out by Diddy Kong himself. Oh yeah. So here we go with Diddy Kong Racing. One of my favorite games for the N64, and one of the, just one of the most awesome games for the N64. So here's the player select screen, and there are a plethora of characters for you to choose from. And of course, you could pretty much infer, there's different types of weight classes, small down here, you have medium over here, you have large up here, and then maybe there's more classes of mediums. I don't know if there's actually classes, but who cares? I'm being Conker either way, so it doesn't really matter. I know a lot of people like Banjo, and Diddy for obvious reasons, but I'm a Conker guy myself, even before Conker, was his own big character. So you have two game selects, Adventure and Tracks. We're of course going to be doing Adventure, and I'm going to actually erase this one, the PMG, and I'm going to start a new game, of course, because we want to start on a fresh slate. So let's click P, and then M, and of course G, because who could forget the guy in my name? Ooh, pretty dark cutscene we got going on here. This is pretty ominous. Fuck, I can't speak. Oh, that's disgusting. Look at that vile smoke coming from this giant pig face. Oh, it's gross. But, to lighten up the mood, let's just pan out and see how sunny and wonderful it is. Butterflies are flapping gallantly across. Frogs are happily jumping in the water. And we are in a nice sunny area with palm trees and a giant blue elephant with a turban and a coat. Giant blue elephant with a turban and a coat? Okay, that's a little different, but you know what? Diddy Kong Racing is a different type of game. And I swear if anybody says anything about Double Rainbow, I'm gonna kill them.
I am the genie of the island. I'm here.
Great, I needed some help.
Good luck.
Good luck, really? Oh, fantastic advice. You, sir, oh man. You should coach professional football. You'd be a great pep talk. Good luck, and you can just send them out. Thank you very much. So anyway, this is the Overworld. Actually, I'm going to back up before I get this wonderful item right here. This is the Overworld of Diddy Kong Racing. And as you can see, it's bright and sunny and wonderful. You have, a snow area. You have this, these wonderful waterfalls. And then if you want, you can go all the way over here, and you can see one of the most beautiful areas of the game. Probably my favorite area of the game. This giant ocean with an island and a lighthouse and all that jazz. But we're not here to waste time. We're not here to dilly-dally. We're here to race, as the title would indefinitely, I don't know. I'm trying to think, imply. So let's go up here and collect this gold balloon. Not gold doubloon, but just a gold balloon. And that allows us to go into this wonderful area called Dino Domain. And as you can hear, there's definitely some, as you saw from earlier, there's definitely some voice acting in this game, which I like. One of the first games I ever personally played with voice acting. So let's go over here. Oh, but we can't. So the Fire Mountain TT challenge. Who is TT? Let's go find out. So I want to get a few things out before, you know, people ask, because I know there's a lot of people who played this game, but I'm just, you know, for the people who haven't.
Hi there, I'm TT.
You can ask me about your game status or select my time trial mode to practice a level. I can also save your best ghosts. So he's an awesome guy with a really catchy tune, and you can turn time trial on or off. We're going to keep it off. And you can check your status. And we have 2 amulets and 4 statues and 4 keys and 1 balloon. And what does all these things mean? Well, we'll probably find out a little bit later. For now, actually, let's just, you know, let's get on with it. You guys don't want to see this. You want to see some hardcore racing in Ancient Lake. Probably the most familiar area in the game, or the area that most people are most familiar with, more like. So, get ready, go! So there's a lot to be explained in this game, right off the bat. So let's get to it. So, the first thing that you'll notice is that there are all these different colored balloons. And all the different balloons have their own particular, effects. The blue balloons, of course, is a boost, as you can see by the little picture in the bottom left. And if you collect 3 of the same item, then you're powering them up, or even if it's 2. So the more balloons that you collect, the better your item is going to be. And you can only go up to 3, but the 3 is the best. So with red, you have a missile. And if you get a second one, then now you have a homing missile, which is probably the most useful item in the game, or besides maybe, you know, the boosting. But it's just really useful because, you know, it heat sinks. And collect 1 more balloon, and you get 10 of the non-homing missiles, so that's pretty cool. And, you know, you just race and race and race, and you have all these different things going on, so let's just fire. Now, as you can see, I just got hit by a homing missile. From all the way back, because you can see the lead that I'm in. So, they're quite useful. But there's a lot to be explained, because red and blue balloons are not the only balloons in the game, obviously. I mean, you've already seen gold, and gold's for a different use, though. But let's see this big blue elephant with his purple turban, his red jacket, and his green gem. Oh, man. So he gives us a balloon for winning. And that's good, because now we can unlock more levels. So, let's go to Fossil Canyon. So, this is the second level of the game. And just like the first, it has awesome music, and it has some things that can be explained. So the first thing I'm going to explain is bananas. And the thing I believe, and I'm not 100% on this, so don't quote me, but bananas, I believe, increase your speed. And like I said, again, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the purpose that they serve. The more bananas that you get, the faster you will go. So let's fire off our homing missile, and that's bananas. So now let's go with green balloons. Now, as you can see, you see this little oil thing. The oil thing is like an oil slick. You put it behind you, and people behind you will slip and slide all over the place. You'll send them off track, and bada bing, bada boom. Now you're a little bit ahead. The second item, as you saw, was this little, like, it looked almost like an urchin, or like a, I don't know, basically like a spike bomb, and that's pretty much what it is. And it serves as the same purpose as a hindrance for other characters, so that they cannot progress the way that they want to. And if you collect 3 green balloons, you get this bubble, which is a really annoying item, actually, to get hit by, but it launches you in the air for a second or two, and kills any momentum that you may have had, unlike, you know, the other 2, which just kind of, like, slow you down, or, you know, make you slide all over the place. That actually stops you completely, and prevents you from moving for a little bit. So let's hit this and go across for a little shortcut. And that's pretty much all you need to know about Fossil Canyon. It's an awesome area, but there's not much. And I just got hit by a... No, that wasn't my own thing, but I thought it was. So let's keep on leaving these items around. And we are pretty much done with Fossil Canyon already. So, making good time, I'd say. You know, two levels. The first 10 minutes, and I got a lot explained. And we have this giant blue elephant who we've been seeing a lot of, and we will see a lot of. And to give you a name, because you may not know what his name actually is, his name is Taj. And, you know, he's the genie of the island, as he said. He's pretty cool indeed. So, I'm actually going to cut here and then meet you guys in like 2 seconds. Alright, so, as you saw earlier, because I had to make a little cut, we completed the first 2 levels of the Dino Domain area. Now we're going to go into the 3rd area because there's no point in dilly-dallying around. We have stuff to do, races to win, and asses to kick, or asses to make eat our dust. We're going to create a lot of dust with how fast we're going. So this is Jungle Falls. It has a fantastic theme, probably one of my favorites in the first area. I'd probably say it's my 2nd favorite, but it's pretty cool. So, you know what? Enjoy it because you're not going to hear it very long because a lot of these Dino Domain areas are kind of short to, you know, begin with. You know, kind of giving you, it's not overwhelming, you know, with, you know, really long levels or anything. Which I like. I like the fact that they're this short to begin with. Because they definitely pick up in length towards, you know, later race levels. But anyway, I have another thing to explain. So these purple balloons, you might be wondering, what are these? Well, this is a shield, and it's basically like the counteractant to the missiles. Just like the you know, the green balloons are kind of like the counteractive to the boots. And if you collect, you know, 3 of them, like you can, with any, you'll get the most powerful thing. So this is a star, and then it turns into a lightning bolt. You use it, you get this awesome green thing, and you're protected from anything that may harm you. And that's fine and dandy, because you don't want to. And as you can see, we had a commanding lead there. Wow. We were really far ahead of everybody. And we have this blue elephant guy come down again, but you can skip this, because there's no point in watching that animation, you know, 15 times in a row. So now we have 4 balloons, and you might be wondering, hey, we need 5 balloons to enter here. So where could the, you know, where could the 5th balloon be? Well, the 5th balloon is actually outside of this area, which, you know, would be probably where you would go to look because there's not really much else to do. Because you know, like I said, you really can't, you know, do anything right now, because you don't have enough balloons. So you might want to, you know, skirt or look around for some balloons. Check out the scenery. Now, I actually want to point out that there's a balloon. You can't see, can you? No. Well, over this ledge, there's a balloon, and that's the balloon that I'm going to be picking up, because that's the balloon that I know to get. And the way that you get that balloon is actually by going over to this guy, this gentleman over here, and beeping your horn at him. Kind of rude, but he'll come over nice and kindly. And you can change your vehicle to either the hovercraft or the plane. You want to change it to the plane. And just so you know, he says abracadabra, alakazam, and alakazam. And you'll probably hear one of those, you know, later on. But now we have the airplane, and we can fly around and do what we need to do. And actually, there's another balloon over here, so I'm just going to pick up both of these while I can. And then, actually, you know what, I'll probably end the episode. So there we go with our 5th balloon of the game already in the first episode, making great progress. And we're about to get our 6th. So, you know, 2 easy balloons in maybe like, what, 15 seconds, 30 seconds? So fly over here and hook a left, and you'll see there's in the sky there is balloon. Now you could probably get that with the hovercraft too. I'm not 100% sure, but I personally get that with the plane just because you know, it's easy to do that. And just to give you a little tour of the island, kind of show you what's going on, even though you will definitely be seeing it. Let's just fly around. There are some secrets behind these waterfalls that I'll show later. That you have to actually see later. And then over here, if you wanted to, you could go to the 2nd area, but we're going to do the areas in order and not get ahead of ourselves. But for now, I am Paper Mario Guy of the KoopaNinjaBros. Thank you very much for watching Diddy Kong Racing. I apologize very dearly for all you Sly 2 fans, and I hate to be talking about this because, especially months down the line, if once I've done Sly 2, but I feel the need to say it. But Sly 2's a thing of the past, and Diddy Kong Racing is where it's at. So enjoy it while I'm playing it, and I'll see you all in episode number 2. See you then.